I can't say I had a lot of hope for the National Cabinet on Friday because the state premiers have shown us the way they're going to play. They don't care about how many cases there are. They don't care about how many businesses are lost. They only care about the one date that matters to them, the date when they get to hold on to their job. Queensland outrageously has suggested that the only way they're going to open their borders is if there are no new community cases in New South Wales for 28 days. 2 lots of 2 weeks. 4 weeks in a row, 28 days. Not once in the entire pandemic has New South Wales been able to make that mark. So that, of course, guarantees that the borders remain slammed shut until the Queensland election, probably the month after, but then she'll find a way to be compassionate, of course, for Christmas. But the prize dick of the premiers is Mark McGowan. In Western Australia, he claims that his economy is unaffected by the shutdowns. The unemployment rate is 1 point higher than the rest of the state. He says that the mining sector in particular has been performing oh so well, but that's done with FIFO workers who haven't seen their families since February. Yet not a word from the ACTU, no campaigns from the Labor members of Parliament. Instead, they cheer it all on. This bloke is still being cheered on by his local media, which is why his arrogance is dripping. The date he's trying to get to, March next year. Here's Mark McGowan.
We have had to fight Clive Palmer and we had to fight the Liberal Party in relation to our borders, and this has been a vindication of the stand that we have taken.
Bullshit. He's just dug in because the feds will pay the welfare, the state will play games until we get to an election. Which brings us again to Anastasia Palaszczuk. On this show last week, a man who knows Palaszczuk much better than the rest of us, the LNP Senator James McGrath, guest on our show tonight, part of No Sooks, No Lefties, as always on a Sunday. At the end of the show, we always do a bold prediction for the week ahead. This was his bold prediction last Sunday. Roll the tape.
Palaszczuk will come out and she will cry at some point during the week. There'll be crocodile tears over the situation with the border.
Well, guess what she did? She cried her crocodile tears just as he suspected. But the crocodile tears were not for the people that she and her real person in charge of Queensland, Dr. Jeanette Young, for those families that have been denied, for the medical issues, all of that stuff that we've talked about, and we'll keep talking about it on the show. Instead, she tried to fake tears because the Prime Minister is bullying her.
It is relentless. It is intimidating, but I will not be intimidated.
So we've got a waver in the voice. I still pay that as a correct prediction for the week ahead.